My name is Kyle. This story takes place during my senior year of college, back in August of 2010. I had been dating my girlfriend Amber, off and on for about 3 years. We had been living together for 6 months, after her parents kicked her out when they found out she had relapsed and had started stealing their credit cards to feed her addiction and refusing any help. I knew about her issues for the past year, and I was determined to help her, but my patience began wearing thin. She had been really upset at me because she was deeply insecure and constantly accused me of cheating on her with other girls at my school, no matter how much I swore that I wasn't. I tried my best to remain calm around her, as the last time I raised my voice at her, she threw a lamp at me, just narrowly missing my nose. "Who is that?" she screamed. "One of your little raggedy side chicks?" "Her name is Sarah," I told her in a calm voice, trying my best not to raise it and irritate her more. "And she's my classmate. She's texting me to meet about a research paper for our psychology class," I say as I show her my phone so she can read the text for herself. "I'm meeting up with her in half an hour in the computer lab." "Whatever," she says in an irritated tone. As soon as I meet up with my classmate Chelsea at 4 p.m., my nerves were immediately at ease. She was about 5'3", fit and brunette, wearing very little makeup, skinny jeans, a white tank top, and her signature gorgeous smile. I could talk to her for hours, and being that we both come from small towns in the deep south, with divorced parents and plenty of family drama, we had a lot in common. After we worked on a research paper for about 3 hours, we were both pretty hungry. I offered to drive us to the local pizza spot, right across from the campus. We talked and laughed and enjoyed each other's company there for what only seemed like 30 minutes. It was so calming being able to relax and enjoy myself for the first time in what seemed like an eternity. "I really should get going soon. I have an 8 a.m. class tomorrow. What time is it?" I asked as I began to gather my belongings, suddenly realizing I hadn't checked my phone in a while. "It's almost 10, Chelsea says with a chuckle. "What?" I say as I frantically dig in my pocket for my phone. It had been on Do Not Disturb, as to not disrupt our studies and the other students in the computer lab. My heart sank when I saw the 10 missed calls from Amber and her alarming texts. Her last 3 messages made my blood run cold. "Why the aren't you answering? FaceTime me now or you'll both regret it. I can see your location. See you soon, bitch." I tried calling her, but she already had me blocked. "We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service." "Chelsea, we have to leave now," I screamed, fearing it may be too late. When Amber is high on nose candy, she can be unpredictable. She had been arrested a number of times for breaking and entering, assault and battery, destruction of property, and other charges. Not to mention the countless times she destroyed my belongings for the silliest reasons. "What's going on? Is everything okay?" she asks with a concerned look. "I'll explain in the car. Come on," I say in a crazed tone, causing others in the small pizzeria to stare. I ignore them, my thoughts racing as it's been more than 10 minutes since Amber's last ominous text. She could be here any moment. My eyes dart across the parking lot. As soon as we make it outside, I don't see her or her car. I breathe a sigh of relief. "Oh no, Kyle, your car!" I look in horror as all my car windows have been shattered. "What the f***?" My blood boils. I explain my toxic relationship to Chelsea as I drive her back to her dorm. "It'll be okay, Kyle. My friend's uncle works at a car glass repair shop in the next town. I can ask to get you a good deal," she says as she flashes her beautiful smile. "Stay safe," she says as she hurries to her dorm. I wave goodbye and head home. I dread every step as I walk upstairs to our apartment, fully expecting every item I own to be completely destroyed, shattered into thousands of pieces. I had every intention of kicking Amber out, out of fear for my own safety. I contemplate my words over and over as I turn the key. To my surprise, the entire apartment was left untouched, with the exception of her things which had mysteriously disappeared. Is she plotting something? I wondered in bewilderment. I couldn't take the chance. The next day I had the locks changed and filed a police report for my car, hoping for a fresh start. Fast forward to a month later, and Chelsea and I had been seeing each other nearly every night since the pizza parlor. I had not heard from Amber, and despite her evil ways, I was genuinely worried about her. Her parents hadn't heard from her either. They called me a few times in case she had reached out to me. They were very sweet people, even offering to pay for the damage she caused. I told them I haven't heard from her. One night I was at Chelsea's dorm and we were preparing dinner in the kitchen. One of her roommates had the news on. when they were reporting on breaking news of a fire. "Hey Kyle, don't you live in that area?" she asked. "What?" I said as I glanced at the screen in horror. My entire apartment building was engulfed in flames in a scene that could only be described as horrific. My eyes were glued to the screen as a news reporter told the story. More than 30 families are displaced after police say a woman set fire to an apartment unit in Fairview. Officers say the suspect is 20-year-old Amber Tamby, who also lives at the complex. Investigators say the woman was found wandering around in the parking lot with burns on her hands shortly after the fire began. She's now in custody. No other injuries are reported.